I thought it was a good basketball game. I thought, Northwestern was everything we thought they were. I think the one important stat, and I don't know how often and much you guys dig into stats, but we can talk about players and performances and so forth. But the one stat that pops off the page for us is they only got to the free throw line 5 times. And when you look at some of their previous games, in the games that they've won, they're getting to the free throw line either 22, 23, 25 times. The other day, they lost to Minnesota, and it was just the opposite of that. Minnesota gets to the line 22 times, I think, to their 10. And so that was a real important key going in to this contest, was keeping them off the free throw line and not allowing them, to get any production from a free shot. And so if there's anything I'm most happiest about tonight in this game, is the fact that we were disciplined enough. I thought second half we were really good defensively after we got to them at halftime and were able to make some adjustments. But I just, I liked how even though you got back into the game, Northwestern, and tied it up, then Lex comes down and she hits that big shot, the 3, and then from there I think the momentum changed. And so, really proud of our group and how they played tonight, especially coming off of a really difficult loss at Nebraska.
Raise your hand for a microphone, Seth.
So I guess, when did you find out or know that Mackenzie was going to be back tonight, and was she on a minutes restriction of any kind?
We've just really allowed Mac and her physician and Ben, our athletic trainer, to make the decision. 4 weeks was yesterday, and when she had her surgery, they told us that it would be anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks, that she would be ready. And we've just, she's worked extremely hard. When I say hard, in terms of her rehab, doing everything every single day. Not overdoing it, but she sure wanted to at times. We just needed Mac to be comfortable and be 100% sure that, she was right from her mindset, and she felt like she could go in and do something for us. And so, again, on a night where, she looked like she hadn't played in a month. That'll all come back because she's just too good of a player. But she still gets us 6 rebounds, 6 points. It's perfect from the free throw line. She still is 6'3" with a 6'7" wingspan. In the low block. So it's going to be fun to have her back.
Question in the back.
Yeah, hey, Coach.
Hey.
Alexa Goldbay recorded another double-double tonight. How important is it to get her going as the season's winding down and tournament play starting?
And she has been. She's really been, and so good. I don't, outside of the Nebraska, in which none of us were good. She's really been so good for us offensively. She's, as we call her, we think she's one of the best or the best stretch 4 defender in our league. We just rely on her so much. But like I said, that big 3 that she hit right in front of our bench that turned into a 4-point play was just a huge momentum swing for us. And we ask her to do a lot. We run her ragged over there. And whether she's playing the 4 spot, whether she's playing the 5 for us, when we go small, we ask her to do a lot. And she never bats an eye. And like I said, she's playing some of her best basketball right now, which is a good time, for that to happen.
Ari, to your left.
This is kind of off the cuff a bit, and you can answer this any way you want, but it's been the talk of Hoosier Nation, so is it all weird for you to see Tyra Buss in the other team's colors the other day, even though she was supporting her fiancé?
We can always rely on you, Ari.
Yeah. What I will say to Tyra is that, I get it, right? I understand that she has to support Brad, who I've met, and he's an awesome, awesome guy. But I also understand how Hoosier Nation, you know, can get their feathers ruffled, if you will, you know, with her walking in with a Wisconsin sweatshirt on. But there were no ill intentions on Tyra's part. She knows who she is. She's an Indiana Hoosier, and she will always be. And so I hate it that, you know, social media, there's such a good piece. You know, it can be great and it can really be negative and hateful and bad. And I hated that was the response because she did an awful lot, you know, for this program. And so I understand both parts of it. But you know, I think, you know, hopefully that's, you know, it took us a day to get through the drama, and now I think we can move forward and look forward to some Indiana women's basketball. So.
Lou, go ahead.
Going back to Alexa briefly, when she was on the court with Mackenzie, it seemed like they were very conscious of Holmes being back, and sometimes it seemed like Alexa had a little more room to operate.
She did, you know, and there were times where, you know, Lex is a funny kid in the respect that she's so versatile. She can play with her back to the basket. She can face up. She would prefer to do that. You know, she's what we call a finesse four. But she's so good with her back to the basket also. I thought there were a couple shots that she took at the beginning of the third that she could have had just off the glass, you know, a 5-foot jump shot. Instead, she settled for an 8-9 foot, you know, short jumper in the short corner. But it did, you know, obviously Mac draws a lot of attention, and she should. And so that's the nice thing about having Mackenzie finally back, is it does open up some things, you know, for Lex. And it also opens up some things for our guards, you know, because you have to, you know, regardless of Max just coming back, you got to guard her.
Haley.
Burton is obviously a force out there. What was the plan in preparation going up against her tonight?
Just, you know, she's so good. Our plan was that we didn't want to allow her to control the game defensively by us giving her the ball, you know, because she's such a great anticipator, so great in rail drives, so great coming off ball screens. You know, they need, you know, she is obviously the head of the snake. And so our plan was, you know, for all of us, Nikki guarded her. I thought Chloe came in the first half and did a great job. But we also knew that, you know, she's kind of slippery off of the ball screens, whether it's a high ball or whether it's a horn screen. And so our plugs, our post plugs, who are our secondary defenders in those scenarios, we're going to have to be really good and protect the rim. You know, there were a couple moments where Lex, you know, switched off and made it more difficult for her. But you know, really, really great player, has had an unbelievable career at Northwestern.
Skip.
Hey, Coach, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
the win, and also congratulations on the Naismith nomination
Oh, thank
for
you.
Coach of the Year.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Tonight it looked as if you played Nikki off the ball quite a bit in that wing position, and you ran Grace on point.
Right.
Was it something about the matchup that you liked, or did you want to free Nikki up for those perimeter shots like she was successful with?
I think it's twofold, Skip. I think, one, I love Grace Berger coming off of any ball screen. And because of her size, not only because of her ability to attack and pull up and score, but also for her ability to facilitate. You know, she's 5'11", unbelievable passer, facilitator. And so we really were just trying to spread them out, and we felt like, and not that Nikki's not that, she's just small. And when you're going up against a young lady, you know, like Veronica Burton, you know, you want a bigger guard to be your decision maker as you spread the floor out. And so, you know, I think it was just more of a comfort thing. We wanted to put the ball in Grace Berger's hands down the stretch, knowing that she was you know, going to make the right decision, the right read as she came off the ball screen. And like I said, we just tried to open up the floor as much as we could and kept the ball moving as well as we could as well.
Question in the second round here.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win
Thank you.
tonight. How important was it for the defense to not allow Northwestern to get comfortable or in any rhythm throughout the whole game?
Well, I didn't feel like that in the first half, especially when they took 2 horse shots from beyond the arc without anybody on them. But I thought in the second half we had to go back to just reminding our kids we don't help off of a strong side drive. They ran a little flex cut with a pin down. They burned us on twice. So our adjustment, we switched that, going down the stretch. And so, I thought, Coach Box, who oversees our defense, we iced a little bit tonight. I just thought we'd try to keep them off balance as well as we could. We were disruptive enough. And I thought we did a great job of getting all the rebounds that we could as well, And so that was kind of paramount going down the stretch as well.
Seth, last question.
Well, last question, okay.
Your pressure's on. Better be a good one.
Well, that changes the question I'm going to ask.
You don't want that one? You want another one? Okay.
You got to have multiple.
That's fine.
So as you look ahead a little bit towards, the final stretch of the season,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where's your team at going? You've had this, condensed schedule.
Right.
I mean, really, three of your tougher tests of this Big Ten regular season are coming
Yeah.
up, and it's all on the line.
Yeah.
Where's your team at right now?
I mean, we don't have a choice other than to be excited about the opportunity, and we know that it's a tall task. It's going to be great to be at home again on Saturday. Quick turnaround, fly to Iowa, come home, fly out to DC, finish up the conference play. But again, at this point, I think we're the other night was. I don't want to use it as a wake-up call for us, but it was one of those things that I think we all kind of we're bitterly disappointed that we let that one slip away from us, and so we're going to have to control our own destiny as we go down the stretch here, and we know that. I love this group. I've said that. I love their toughness. I love everything they're about. So. We're gonna get back on the floor here in less than 48 hours and see what's in the tank. But this group's competitive. They'll figure it out.